guys, good morning and welcome back to the channel. We are here in beautiful Dubai, ready to my first ever tempo run in Dubai. Not first ever, first one back into this marathon prep. So we are 30 weeks out of the London Marathon and a sub 350 attempt on London Marathon, which is going to be super exciting. It is about 6:15. It's a little bit later than I had hoped, but it takes a bit of time filming for you guys. So normally I like to be out by 6 because the sun comes up. She peaks at 7 and it's already a sprightly 36 degrees, and that is degrees, not Fahrenheit. So it's pretty hot. So today we have 1k warm up, and then we have 4 by 1k, 4 times 1 kilometer at marathon pace. And marathon pace is 5 minutes 19 per kilometer. Back in the UK, that would be absolutely no problem because that's slower than I ran my half marathon. However, we now have the temperature to contend to. So I programmed it in on my Garmin. We are all ready to go, and in between each interval I have got a 1 kilometer easy. I'm going to see how I feel. To be honest with you, we're very early in the prep and I don't often adapt my runs. However, this will be the first interval one that I have done back in Dubai, so I'm going to see how I feel. Obviously I work full-time, obviously we're running trainer runner, so the most important thing to me in this moment in time is just making sure that I have enough energy to get through the rest of the day without absolutely bashing myself, because the heat takes a massive impact on your energy, and it takes a long time to recover. So I'm just going to be super sensible. I'm going to get going because otherwise I'm going to get blasted by the sun, but soak up and enjoy. What a beautiful view. Look at that. Woof. Oh, how glorious is that building? This is where I live. Woof. How big is that? Just in the easy warm up now. Watch said 70% humidity, so feels like 48. Fucking does. It's very hard to breathe. Heart rate already 150 at 5:45, so it's gonna be interesting. This is gonna suck. So here we are, two in. 2 to go. Well, technically should be 3. I did actually have in my program 5 times 1k at race pace, 1k easy. I just feel like it's just a little bit too much. Maybe I'm giving myself excuses, who knows. It felt a bit overwhelming looking at that for my first tempo run, 11k, considering the most I've done outside yet is 7. So I just took it in this moment to reduce it down, and I think that I'm finding today really difficult because I had it in my head already that it was going to be really difficult. So once you're in your head, there's no turning back. And there's been a lot of difficult talk, negative talk on this run of just walk, stop, you know, give yourself a little bit more slack. And right now it's hard in these moments to fight that ability to give myself excuses, but find the balance between excuses and permission to adapt. It's so difficult. I'm such a fighter, so for me to give myself like pardon to reduce something is difficult because I like everything to be perfect, but these difficult moments, they challenge me for sure. So I'm just walking some of the 1 kilometer because in that 1 kilometer easy my heart rate is still sitting at 165, so I'm just bringing it down a little bit. I'm going to walk to the point 4, that's my declaration, and then I'm going to run again, and then we've got 2 more to go. But the actual tempo is not feeling too bad. The easy bit feels harder than the tempo, so that's positive. And this is just a game of me getting used to running at 5:19 now. And positives are, as the months go on into this prep, the weather will go down and then it will start to peak again. But just as it's peaking, I'll be off. So we should have some better weather in November and December. But by then, we'll be so used to it. It'll be great. So try and think of the positives, Moondog. Here we go. Beautiful. It's actually so beautiful around here. The Zabeel Palace. Hey team, so that was very unsuccessful. Very unsuccessful. That did not go as planned, but it was the first tempo run back. So sometimes it's that me and my coach, we get it, I've got so much salt in my eye, I can't see. Sometimes it's that we get it a little bit wrong, and that, like, because I go from like 20 degrees to nearly 40, and the humidity here is like 78% this morning. Sometimes it's just a little bit hard to judge. So it didn't go very well. I only did 3 of the intervals. I had to walk most of the easy. My heart rate was at least 35 beats per minute higher than it is at home. So hopefully that just puts it in perspective for you of how difficult it is. But I'm proud of myself because this time last year I was actually on the treadmill. I did 5 weeks on the treadmill, which made it so much harder for me coming outside after that. So this year I promised myself that I'd do it all outside. So I'm proud of myself. I'm not going to beat myself up about it because there's nothing that I can do. As you can see, I'm absolutely dripping with sweat. So yeah, it wasn't the run that we'd hoped for, but it's important to not beat myself up because it didn't go how I wanted it to, because there's just so many different factors to understand. And I, as you see from my YouTubes, I am a fighter and I do not quit. I do not listen to my own excuses. I really pushed myself today to try my best, but it is what it is. We'll revisit the plan. I'll speak to my coach, see if we need to make any adaptations, and then we'll go again. And it'll be fine. But this is a great way to start a marathon prep, by the way, because this is the first one on the marathon prep. And it all going terribly wrong. That's the perfect way to start because it makes it feel so unachievable, which is exactly what we need. So yeah, I'm gonna go and have a shower now, and then I'm gonna go and train with my client. So have a good day.